Fuck that ain't red. Red ass, man. Fuck red, man.
No, I'm chilling. I'm posted up. I'm posted up, bro. Y'all boy come shop, man. I ain't on shit.
Straight up, man.
Tell him on.
Jit right here, man.
Tell him
I'm
on.
ready to jit right here, man. You know what's
See,
going on,
I grew up with my grandma.
Yeah.
See, folks always tell me like, you a white boy, you can't be doing all that. I grew up on that side.
On that side, yeah.
But I was raised by these folks.
For one, we ain't just trying to say, nigga, it's just in our vocabulary. That's in my vocabulary. I don't even. Birds of a feather flock together.
I'm not white.
Like, what you talking about?
I am white, but I feel like I'm just like, you know, it's just regular. Like, I don't know.
What else I'm gonna say?
Everybody say I'm not white, but I know I'm white. And then I'm glad I'm white.
Yeah, we got the best of both worlds, bitch. We just got the best. Feel me? I use this white privilege too, bitch. Don't get it wrong, ho. This is my nigga right here. That's like saying, what's up with my brother? I mean, that's what it is, like.
Does anyone ever get mad at you for saying?
Yeah, they doing it, and we check their ass too.
They got on them.
What? They got on them, no, nigga.
You know, you can consider them black or whatever you want to call them. But them little white boys right there, them the baddest little white boys in the whole motherfucking California, if you ask me.
Yo, so we back in here for another edition of F-ya-Motha, and that old nigga was talking about them and the baddest white boys in the state of California. So he just don't know no Crips, Bloods, Pyrus, nothing. He sucker shit. Now I thought at first this was the South, right? Because the South is usually where they it's ironic. They usually tolerate the shit and then they don't. Meaning you can't say the N-word if you white, but then further in the sticks you go with country ass people. Yeah, you get that. People start being laxed with the rules. So yeah, all them niggas in the videos are straight coons. They actually didn't play their part because they suckers. And here at F-ya-Motha, we don't condone suckery. So I didn't do that. But I couldn't help but notice the cosplay, and this is why a lot of people think that I be giving white rappers shit. But it's because of stuff like this, right? These two goofies cosplaying like they black. They're clearly culturally confused. Just because you grew up around people of different ethnicities doesn't mean you have to mimic or take on their characteristics. That's weird. You know, when I was like between the ages of 7 and 12, I grew up around Mexicans, Asians, and white people. I don't have the mannerisms of white people or the tonal inflections, the characteristics. And many of them was my friend. If anything, they tried to copy me. So I don't know. Maybe it's the fact that people of other ethnicities are impressionable, right? They don't have definitive personalities, so they're easier to, I don't know. They don't have definitive personalities. That's just where I take away from it. So maybe that's what it is. But like I was saying, I grew up around all these other people. I never tried to mimic or cosplay or act like them. And from 7 to 12, that's like, what, 5 years? You know what I'm saying? And even when I moved, 13, 14, 15, I used to go back to that side of town and hang out with them because they was cool peoples. I still was myself. Everybody want to be a nigga, but nobody want to be a nigga.
The black man in America is the most copied man on this planet, bar none. Everybody want to be a nigga, but nobody want to be a nigga.
And he talking about he got the best of both worlds. Clearly you don't, nigga. You can't rap. Probably don't got coordination. I give them they props with their gear, right? Yeah, well, look like they had some Jordans on, some Jordans. I want to say 10s or 11s, but they got khaki suits on. So either this shit was recorded in 1997 or they ain't up with the times. They wearing the most stereotypical hood shit. They did say it was California, but even in Cali, I don't know Cali niggas to this day that wear khaki suits like that. So yeah, you got to update your wardrobe. But before I started talking and going into the video, before that was Drewski walking around. This nigga's a fool, walking around acting like a white boy that's grown up in the hood. And he put that on perfectly because that's exactly what happens. As we see with these two white boys living in the hood, that's how they act. Which I've never been around weirdos like this, bro. All the white people that I had as friends, they didn't act black. Like, they might have used some black slang, like some black records, but for the most part, they still act like white folks. This whole acting like black people, and when I say acting like black people, acting like hood black people. I'm not one of those people that don't believe you can't act white or act black. Acting white doesn't necessarily mean that you use intelligent language or articulate language or complex words or uncommonly used words or grammatically correct sentences. Sounding white just means that you literally have, if I was blind, I couldn't, like, if I became blind and I heard you talk, I couldn't tell if you was like a black person. That's what that is. Same thing with these fools. If I was blind, nah, let me take that back. They still sound like goofies. They sound like goof ass white boys. I'm not even giving them that pass. But I don't know if this is because our country is becoming more diverse or if the white population dwindling, so they're trying to find some commonality with black people so that, I don't know, I guess we don't dog pile on them. We don't, I don't think I think white people do that just to make us feel comfortable. That shit actually makes niggas like me feel uncomfortable. Be yourself. I had one white friend, he attempted to try to act black. And I had to tell him, bro, be yourself. Knock that shit off. That shit don't impress me. In any event, if y'all like this episode, you know what to do, and I'm out.